At that time, the neighborhood was really different than it is now. You knew who your neighbors were, and they were friendly. There didn't appear to be that much crime in the area when we first moved there. And of course, later, we kind of lost contact with our neighbors. People died, people moved, houses were torn down. So the neighborhood is really different now. I guess maybe I know just a few of my neighbors. Then of course at one point in time we had a lot of houses that were empty for a long period of time. So the neighborhood has really changed. Well, I was very active in the civil rights movement at that time, and I'm still active with the NAACP. Initially, I was one of the charter members of the NAACP Youth Council, and we did a lot of active activities. My brother and I picketed the standard grocery stores to try to get them to hire blacks. We also picketed Galleon Supermarket at 16th and Malcolm. And we, of course, participated in the various civil rights parades that they had here in the city. Now, you don't hear too much of any kind of boycotting of various stores or actually picketing stores. It's an altogether different situation. You know, you have to have permits. You have to make sure you have insurance to cover the people that are doing the picketing and so forth. But during the 50s, it seemed like it was easy to go on and picket, to try to, make a change. And after we picketed Galleons, they did hire more blacks. And they tried to have a sale on chickens at the time we were picketing there, to get, thinking that they could lure people in to buy these cheap chickens and cross the picket line. But that didn't happen. And of course, once we picketed standard, they hired quite a few blacks, and quite a few young blacks were able to get jobs. So it definitely affected my life. It made me want to go out and do something to try to make a change in living conditions here. Well, you have different, of course you have younger people who are in the organization, and some of them are eager and they want to think they can affect change right now. But in many cases, it takes a while. So that's one of the differences. And then too, however, you always need young people in any organization, just like you need young people in church or in the various clubs, because if you don't have young people in, come and let them learn and to keep the organization flowing. You can't just, and older people have to realize that, once you've been in a position a certain amount of time, train a young person so they can take over. You don't need to just hold on. You have to be forward thinking and know when, your time is really up. I think since I've been there for a long time that I basically feel safe in the neighborhood. I've seen, a lot of changes. We used to live right across the street from IPS public school.
That was actually my next question. What are the most significant changes you've seen in the neighborhood?
And so once the school closed, it was closed for several years. And then it became apartments for senior citizens or people that or people that were handicapped. So that has been a big change. There's still, some problems. We used to have, like, right across from us, a long row of houses. Now they're all gone. They've been torn down, and Ivy Tech has taken over that land. And so with the moving of Ivy Tech into our area, there's been a big change. A lot of traffic. But not as much foot traffic of people. And of course, once the grocery closed, we stopped seeing people coming down the street. Don't see very many, just walking, every day, going to the grocery. We used to see people all the time going to 7-Eleven, when it was 7-Eleven, or Double 8, after, that's what it became after 7-Eleven. So there's, been a big change. We used to have filling station in the area. We don't have that anymore. We used to have drugstore on the corner of 28th and Illinois Street. And don't have a drugstore close by. But those are things that it seems as if we need now. A drugstore, grocery store close, so that people that don't have transportation, can easily get what they need. One thing, get your education. I would say don't forget to go to church, join some organizations where you can better the community. Try to learn from your elders and be respectful of them. Be sure to try to get a job and do the right thing once you get that job.